Well, good evening, ladies and germs. I'd like to oppositely start off here on a high note, emphasizing some rare colors, or I should say actually colors. Technically, as an artist, these are colors. Technically, gray, white, black, and so forth, silver are not colors, okay? And I love colors. And I always complain there's not enough cars with colors today. I mean, look, I can go all over the fucking place in the city. Gray, white, silver, black. So I wanted to do a little video of this street here, de Rouen here, in my hood of Montreal in Hochelaga. And like I said, I gotta start off on a high note. I don't want to show those people, but this Acura is stunning. Come on, focus. Uh-oh, Houston, we have a problem. Focus. Uh-oh. Okay, it seems to be fine now. Anyway, this Acura is amazing. I'm stupid because, I guess because I'm visually impaired, I'm too lazy to go look and remember the fucking name of it. But it's an amazing car. It's an amazing color. And for me to say that, as somebody as old school as I am, to say that, and check that out. There's that GMC van that I filmed last April, I guess. It is fitting, of course, that a Chevy Silverado is back there. Junkman. That's about early 80s, but anyway, so yeah, that's an amazing car, man. I mean, I saw one just like that model. It was blue, beautiful blue, man. It was right off of Van Horn Street, next to Plamondon Metro, yesterday. So yeah, that's a great way to start, man. You know me, when I do these walks, I always hope that if I don't see any old vintage vehicles, even if they're not vintage, even if they're from the 90s or older, well, you know, at least see something that's interesting or very interesting or is different. Like today I went for a walk and because I'm so broke, that's about all I can do. I don't even have a fucking bus pass so far this month. There was a fire here actually a couple of years ago. Big turnout of a response. And what the hell was I talking about? Yeah, and I saw this Mitsubishi. I don't remember the name of it, but fuck, Mitsubishi. It was like a minivan and it was jacked up and it was from British Columbia. You know, Columbia. Not like the where the cocaine is, but you know, British Columbia, the Canadian. Whoa, is my camera going out of focus again? Oh snap, look at here, P71 Interceptor version Police Crown Victoria. Fucking A right. I've seen this baby here before. Yeah, right on. With a big dumpster behind. And a lot of shit being done on the street. And we're gonna move it along here. We're gonna move it along at la rue. On est à quelle rue là, darling? Je pense. Oh, darling, please remember. That reminds me, by the way, that's done by the Beatles, just to teach some of you guys, younger guys like this guy who's supposed to pass me with his nice looking dog here on the street. Wednesday is going to be, sadly, the 40th anniversary of the passing of the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Look at that, one pump. Is that new? I don't even remember there being a pump at this station. Yeah, you see, I showed that Crown Vic because she takes a lot of gas. A fucking high performance V8 dual exhaust, big cam, and all that shit. So anyway, in the fact that it's going to be Elvis Presley's 40th anniversary of his death on the 16th of August, 1977. It just came to me a great idea to sing you guys a little song. And of course, if you guys specifically don't like my talking too much in these videos or singing, well, you can just frig right off and go watch something else. Not to be a jerk off here, but hey, look at that. Entre maman et papa. Oh, I like that. I like that. Between mamas and papas. Huh? The mamas and the papas. Oh, the leaves are brown. The leaves are brown in the sky. Anyway, that's not the case yet. Not for a good couple of months or less. And I figured, no, well, why don't I'll sing you guys a little Elvis song since I'm a big Elvis fan. You know, walking here on de Rouen here, it's a beautiful evening. And when you live in a shitty, well, not shitty, but shitty in the sense that it's a small apartment where I live, and there's not much light, and the floors are fucking crooked, and I pay a lot, you know, even though my landlord's awesome, but la vie est chère aujourd'hui. Life is expensive today, so I'll sing you guys a little Elvis for you, even though it's not 40 years since he's dead there, but almost. I'm going to point that out obviously when I'm going to go filming stuff on Wednesday, and when I'm home I guess I'll probably maybe play some Elvis all day, I guess. And so how about this one? It's one of my favorite songs from the King. It's called It is called The Wonder of You from 1972. A song that's a few years older than me. And it goes something like this. When no one else can understand me, and everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to sing the whole fucking thing there, but that just goes to show you how much I like Elvis. I always loved Elvis. Elvis is one of the reasons why I got into rock and roll in general, and all its other attributive creations such as soul and Motown and funk and all those derivatives for rock and roll, baby. Which I want to point out at this stage, as much as I'm an Elvis fan, I did become a long time aware that it was not Elvis, in fact, who created rock and roll. It was the brothers and sisters down in the South, and I want to tip my hat off to any of you who are black, African American, however you want to call yourselves. And this is to me, realizing this and the importance of that is as important as realizing how unfortunately the white man, excuse me for lack of better words, fucked over. That's right, my ancestors, your ancestors if you're white, fucked over the natives on their land and stole all their land. Why do the cars like that Toyota that Honda that just went by have like at least 4 headlights or more? It's just, all these LED lights. What do you need that many lights for? Boy, these walks are becoming in a sense sort of politically charged. Hey, look at this building. I like these kind of different buildings because look, these ones were made in the 20s or so, right? 20s, 30s, teens. I know, that's the kind of building I live in. Then you got this one here. That was made, I would say, mid-late 30s, 1940s. That's Art Deco period, as is known. Oh, fly, birdie, fly. I wish I could do like you. But I'm a broke-ass mole. And look, there, I'm going to zoom in on a big plane going by overhead. Because I'm nuts. It looks like an Air Transat plane, but I don't know. I mean, jeez, I'm zoomed in like what, over 300 feet for crying out loud. This guy is skating with his dog. That's cool. Both get exercise. Beautiful evening, right on. I pity anybody who doesn't get out there and enjoy themselves, especially in a physical nature. Even if you're not physical, even if you can't, go sit on a bench somewhere. Go sit on a park somewhere. Whatever, man. Like, seriously, there's some people that are so obsessed with, let's say, video games or whatever the fuck else, gaming or anything that's really, like the internet too much. Even me, I spend way too many hours on the internet. Oh my god. It's not even funny. I used to go to that dépanneur a lot right there, dépanneur Roger. Of course, there are Asians that own it, just like every other dépanneur. And only in Montreal, I'd like to point out at this point, can you have often in the older sectors 2 dépanneurs across the street from each other. How cool is that? It's pretty cool, isn't it? I don't even know if that's the case in Quebec City, if it's like that. I really don't know. La ville de Québec, qui est une très belle ville, excellente. Mais pas Montréal. C'est pas Montréal! C'est pas Montréal. And I hear an ambulance there in the distance. It's coming this way. Oh, scrap on the 29 route. One of the most frequently laid bus routes. And unfortunately, I've noticed this is often a trend here in this city, in this part of town, because there's so many lights. So you got the 34, that's often late. 125, it's not bad. But yeah, the 29 and the 34, oh my god. Yeah, don't plan necessarily to go somewhere on time, Look at those, one of the little foldies. Kind of neat, eh? I don't think I'd own one. They must have a terrible ride. There's this guy again. He's zooming. He's got dog power. What? Look at this, a Toyota work truck. Wow, that's unusual in these fucking parts. Any kind of light-duty truck is always Americano. Whether it be Dodge, Chevrolet, GMC, and Ford. Sometimes I forget to stay conscious to try to walk more smoothly so that the camera doesn't bounce too much, Yeah. Sun setting. approximately, I don't know, 6:30. 6:30. I'm thinking about walking maybe to Pinef. I don't know. I love it out here. It's so great. I don't think I'm going to do that though. Bon, là, on est où là? De Rouen and da-da-da-dum. Oh, look, signaling. Oh, I like that. Oh, she's signaling, man. Awesome. And there's a PT Cruiser. I had an ex-friend who had one of those. He loved that car. Oh, the Chambly. Yeah, I filmed a walk on the street once for a few blocks, you know. Let's zoom in all the way there. Look at that beautiful tree line there. Look how beautiful that is. Hein? C'est pas beautiful, ça? Avec le PT Cruiser qui passe, là, puis le gars dans le red t-shirt qui a l'air tout fadé comme un char, là. Hein? Hein? I speak Frenglish, moi. Frenglish. That's the Canadian way. That's especially the Montreal way. Or especially the way if you live in Fredericton, Moncton, Edmundston, and all these places in New Brunswick, because 35% of the population in New Brunswick is what? French-speaking population. So it's kind of like the Gaspé. The Gaspé, believe it or not, the Gaspé has Irish people. Can you fucking believe that? Remember when that time I told you guys, hey, there he goes. Oh, I love your Acura, bro. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, and the camera's going out of focus. It's getting too hot now. Shit. Yeah, that lush neighbor I mentioned in some of my videos, she drove me fucking crazy. And everybody else, when I lived in Verdun, right, I had this swell pad. It was no large pad by no means. It was a small 3.5, but it had amazing, all these, you know, the old buildings from the 50s, 60s. You know when that started, that post-war design where the window was just window after window. There was no like pillar almost, or it seemed so. You had this panoramic view. But this broad, oh, she drove me crazy. She was a major lush. She's a major alcoholic. I mean, holy fuck, she would be screaming and putting on the radio too loud. And yeah, her name was, what's her name? Fuck, man, I remember she got on my fucking nerves right from the get-go. She came knocking on my door with her daughter there, and they're saying, making noise. Woo! Sing it, sister. Sing it, sing it. Don't be shy. I sing too. Go ahead. It's just YouTube. That's summer for you, man. That's summer for you, man. I'll tell you right now. You know, normally I wouldn't do that, but she sang really well. I mean, like, you know, there are people, a lot of people who sing, they can't sing worth a shit. I mean, I know I can sing. I sing well. I know, I love vocal. I mean, when it comes to all the music I listen to. Fuck, just today, before I started filming here, I went to the pharmacy to drop off a letter, and then suddenly, as is usually the case, I started singing a song that came to my head. The song, whoa, the hit song by, oh fuck, what's that, Charger? Oh yeah, man, I have to include that. I started singing that hit song by Little Anthony and the Imperials called I Think I'm Going Out of My Head. And it's from, I think, 65. And it's like this. It goes, well, I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Over you. I love being an eccentric. I love being a weirdo. Over you. Now I can't keep filming. I think that's it, that's all. Because now, you see, when the camera gets hot, these fucking digital cameras, you know? See, it gets too hot. Even my hand I'm feeling, it gets really hot right now. And not to mention it's a hot summer evening, but the more I walk or movement, or even sometimes wind will just put the damn thing out of focus. You know? In case you didn't catch everything I said, yeah, that Chevy CK there was, I think, an early 80s model, and never mind what I said about the grille and lights. It wasn't that was changed. That was original. It was the hubcaps. See, I know that the hubcaps were of a later model Suburban because that's the hubcaps they had in, like, let's say 89, 90, you know. And oddly enough, they had changed the pickup truck model in those years, but not the Suburban, which was based on that. I sort of gave him a wave. He didn't wave back. Hey, look at that. Now we're talking. I see video number 2 going to happen over here. We got a vintage BMW here, early 80s, on the coin of de Rouen and, oh yes, of course, Bourbonnière. I love the way that word rolls off the tongue, you know, Bourbonnière. You know what I'm saying? Soleil, huh? Soleil, by the way, is in English is sun. What do we got here? Oh my God, another one. Holy mackerel. I can't believe I've actually seen 2 of these, both 2 doors, in the span of just what, 2 months? That's crazy. Wow, this thing's fucking dirty as hell though. Alright, I'm gonna check it out. So yeah, as I always say, that's it, that's all, just like my old man used to say. Wow, this is a beautiful view. This is where I should have been filming instead, maybe, eh? I'm gonna make a mental note of that, actually. Yeah. Anyway, y'all have a very good night. Take it easy.